Firing the second rocket at the capital. There's just something very satisfying about just nuking people from a distance. Welcome back to episode 20 of Rimeffect, you beautiful people. The plan for this episode, other than destroy a bunch of mechanoid ships, get some Promethean tech and become demigods and take over the planet, we are going off and we're going to start nuking some bad guys. So for the nukes, we are going to go over here, set up a little base and then launch a bunch of nuclear missiles at the heart manglers. And I think, if we're not mistaken, if we scroll out, yeah, so they got a little stronghold down here, but there's obviously a bunch of battles going off, so some of these will fall. I reckon we can come down here and take out this section of the heart manglers with nukes in this episode. And then we'll come up here, and then this seems to be their main stronghold in this section, and nuke them as well. So this episode is going to consist of our thermos freighter going like landing, build a bunch of nukes, and then yeah, it's going to be great. Just nuking a bunch of the heart manglers. And we've got a couple mechanoid ships to take out, so I say we get on with it. And one more thing before we really crack on with the episode. We've expanded the factory. So the factory, the base is still the same, but what we've done is we've added in a couple more of the stone extractors, well, the automatic drills into the steel extractors. And then this is going to give us, not a massive amount, it'll give us, like 10 from each one, that's every 12 hours, and then there's 8 of them. So like 240 steel a day, which isn't going to break the game by any means, but that does mean that we're guaranteed got a income of steel. Not that we've been struggling with steel in this playthrough for some reason. I don't know why, just in this playthrough we've just continuously just had a crazy amount of steel, which I am completely fine with. But that could change very quickly, and considering like the whole base is made out of steel, we haven't made anything out of stone. All the buildings made with steel, everything's made of prefab components, which makes it actually really expensive. Yeah, just somehow we are holding super strong on the steel front, which I do imagine is going to come to an end at some point or another. And then we also have the plasteel forge building. This is just going to last and get some plasteel. We are back out of advanced components, but that is not to be surprising or expected. Either one and or we're out of advanced components. So with that, let's go and get some more. Be sending the standard strike team because those guys seem to do really well. They never have any issues going in and getting the job done. We're all loaded. And where is the nearest cruiser? Nearest cruiser is here. And do we risk it? We could drop in the centre and like YOLO out and just try to take everything. But if we lose the Kodiak, we can't afford to replace that, not for a while anyway. So let's go. We'll drop at the edge, go in, cause a bunch of damage, get opponents. But before we do all of that, we do need to get that thermos freighter built. This is going to be very expensive. So 200 prefab components, 100 element 0 and 10 advanced components. That is not cheap. Thankfully when you build it, it comes in sideways. So like this. So when it lands, it's going to come in this way as well. Let's bang this here. Ideally actually we want it there. When this comes in, it's going to be dropping more supplies off than the Kodiak. So this lives here now, so we're going to have the Kodiaks in their launch bay. I reckon we take these walls out, we bring them out by 2, and then we can land the Kodiaks so they're vertical instead of sideways. Because when they land vertical, not sideways as we've got them stored. This way, that means we're going to be have the Kodiak stored in here, thermos freighter down there, expand this side out by a bit, and then this side as well, just to keep everything okay. That means the bedrooms on this side are going to be a little bit bigger. We can extend here. Actually, tell you what, I'm just making this way too complicated. We just move the walls and we take these bits. Done. Easy peasy. Nice quick fix. But let's go shoot some mechanoids in the face. Pretty small ship, not a massive amount of defences. So I reckon we run behind, shoot this in the engine block, and then we can take out a big part of the ship there. They have got 2 auto mortars. Thankfully nothing really hit the Kodiak that time round. And because I keep forgetting every single time I forget, we need to go here. Then we go to the old LMG. Details. Any worker. J. He's our fastest constructor. And put this to the top because we're going to need to change Patrick's shotgun out. The shotgun can do some work if you're in hand-to-hand combat. And then at that point you might as well give him a hand-to-hand combat weapon. And we're not doing that. So we might as well give him the LMG. Short range, crazy amount of damage. So the battle rifles are our main bulk. They are awesome bits of kit. Oya has his sniper rifle, which does a lot of damage as well. And then it's just if Patrick gets the LMG, we can get him in close, cause as much damage as we can. And that's just going to work out really well for us. Like I said, we'll hit the engines. Our guys do have pretty decent range, but apparently not that good a range. The mechs are going back after... What's that obsession with going after the Kodiak? And this should chain reaction round, take all of that stuff, that's fine. We move along here. Yeah, a whole bunch of the mechanoid ship taken out. We did lose at least a minimum of 4 advanced components doing it that way. There wouldn't have really been another way to do it. Those engines are always going to explode pretty much. Cool, we go here. Let's intercept these pikemen actually. We can outrun the lancers nearly, but not quite. Those guys are going to go down. Sabotage has gone off. You two come into here. They're done. Nothing's on the Kodiak, is it? No, nothing's heading that way. We keep moving back down. Hit the auto mortar. That probably explode and might take out the turrets. So what we can put on that, let's do it. Yep, cool. Took out that turret, which then just leaves this one here, which we can set off. Shouldn't be an issue. Only problem we might have is these are right next to the reactor. I think we're going to lose pretty much everything on this raid. I don't think we're going to be leaving with much. Not a problem. If we don't get anything, we just carry on straight to the next raid. Well, the next ship. Yeah, that's fine. I think going after a bunch of ships is probably a better idea anyway. Keep their presence low. That's done. Was it 200 on that? If this mortar doesn't go up, we're going to be able to get a whole bunch of salvage. If it doesn't, well, if it does go up, that means we lose the advanced components. Tell you what, they survived. So we got 8 advanced components from that, which should be no, we're too short on the Themis. Not a issue at all. Standard drill, stockpile, dumping zone, and then we'll just get Patrick to fly the Kodiak down to here. One of our smaller hauls so far, that is for sure, but still enough to fill up the Kodiak, so we have to return back to base. I thought we'd be able to go ahead and attack the next base, but then I realised when the Kodiak lands, it automatically drops off all of the stuff that has stored in it. So with that, we'd have gone in and would have dropped all of our supplies on the ground. And seeing as we know we get shelled by mortars like the second we land at any of the ships, we would have just ended up losing a lot. Change of plan with these Kodiaks. We're going to cancel these. Then we are going to go here. I think this might be quite smart. Remove roof area. That's already done. This is going to be great. And space is already occupied. There's nothing there. What? Is it because of subsurface conduit? I think that must be it. And come and build 2? Yeah. Okay, we're actually going to change this. I've got a plan. We're going to go back to the original idea. We're going to expand this area or extend it out by 1. So then all we need to do here is destroy this wall. Also means we can make these rooms bigger. And then what would have been this walkway is now going to be there. That is, yeah, that's going to be pretty sweet. That's going to work super well for us. And then you're going to need to go there. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And then you go there. Actually, we don't need that. That one's just me being silly. And same as those ones. We'll keep the height the same. But these areas will just go out. Move that door. How about we just reinstall that there for the moment. Put that there just so we know what we're doing. Then we need to go here. Prefab walls. And then come down by 1. Just so that area has protection. And then across here. It needs to come down. And across here. And then same on this side. Yeah, semi okay. And we're just going to keep layering the base like that. Means we can extend on this side if we need, but I'm not sure we're going to. But we just want to get those nukes in, because I want to see what those nukes are going to do. We'll move you... Let's just put you there for the moment. And once those walls are moved across, they're destroyed, or deconstructed. We put the nukes down, see what the range is, and then we know how we need to proceed for the Themis freighter. Alright. The Lord of Hispo says his people found an old Prothean beacon near the Infun. Rod has no people spare to launch an excavation, but if you can make it to location specified, you can gain a significant boost to your research capabilities. Rod says the beacon is guarded by the tribespeople of something tribe. Yes, we'll accept that. Right, well, no point waiting around for it. Standard strike team. Let's go. And where is the Prothean beacon? Okay, just down here, that's cool. And we'll drop at the edge, go in, pick the beacon up. And you'll see what happens when we get the beacon. It's somewhat interesting. Here's the beacon, just in the middle, surrounded by the tribals. We go down, we just run in, shoot them in the face. They don't really stand too much of a chance. You gotta feel bad for them almost. Keep moving, Patrick, you're just getting close, do what you can. Go and search and destroy. Cause some damage for me. All done. You cannot run away. No one can ever know there's a Prothean beacon here, so you have to die. Sweet. Claim, uninstall. As when you get back to the base, you can actually do something with it. Amazing. Then all we do here is we just put that into a little stockpile zone. Load up the Kodiak and we're off. Very quick. Smash and grab job. We might as well take the pemmican, why not? Land back at the base and zoom in. So here's the Prothean beacon. Let's get this, and where's going to be a cool place to install it? Do you know what? I like the idea of expanding the research lab a bit, because we've only got one research bench in there and it's not quite big enough. So we take this door. We put that door there. We have to sort those lights in a second and then deconstruct this. And we're going to drop the Prothean beacon into the research lab because I think that seems like a good place to put it. I would put it in here, but it's not going to fit. Considering the size of the building project we just done, they are making very light work of it. It is going really well. I think if I had any common sense, what I'd do is I'd actually cancel the deconstruction of those, and we go to here and we go uninstall all of this stuff. So what this means is the hauler bots can use it, and if the hauler bots are going around, they can uninstall it and then reinstall, which is super handy. So we don't actually have to go rebuild the walls, and we got a whole bunch of walls that need building anyway. So that means we can bring the hauler bots into it. Now the hauler bots are obviously getting the rice harvest and that, but not a mass amount. So the guys are there, then the hauler bots will come in, pick everything up, drop it off, and then all of a sudden, instead of having like Gnu and Toad being the only guys that can actually do anything, we've now got a whole little army of builder bots doing it. So that should help out pretty good. Move all the manufacturing back, create us some more space, and I think this is starting to take shape pretty well. Did think the construction was coming on a little bit too well. We've nearly finished everything we need to, other than we had to set up some missiles. Turned out we can put the missiles down because they can't be built on subsurface conduits. So we're sorting that at the moment, and I think we're probably only a few hours away from finishing. Almost everything is done. And we're, of all the walls and the power conduits that we uninstalled, pretty much all of them have been put onto the outer walls at the moment. So, going really well for us there. But the Mechanoids decided that that was a little bit too good for us, and have now dropped in. What have they got? They got a defoliator. Not a massive issue. There's nothing there that's actually scary. 3 assemblers, 2 capsules. Looks like a countdown activator. How many drop beacons? 4 drop beacons. Not a problem at all. So what we can do is we can go in, slot the defoliator, drop back behind the wall, they all come out. A couple will come obviously around the top, but not many. And then we can just shoot them down piecemeal because they've got no centipedes. All they got is siege breakers. But the siege breakers can't really get through our armor. Okay, cool. They got 1 centipede. We don't know what's coming in on drop beacons, and we also don't know what's in the capsules. But nothing too scary. I would say that we're actually doing really well right now. And this is more like it again. Emergency Enforcement Mech Hive Victor will raid you within the upcoming 12 hours, and they'll be landing with a ship that will supply covering fire. Depending on where it lands, we might be able to get the new mechanoids to fight the vanilla mechanoids. But I reckon we hold off until the new mechanoids come in because they're always more of a threat. And then with these, once these nukes are done, we can just nuke a bunch of like the smaller ships like the frigates and that. The ones that aren't going to be worth us going in. Wait, they landed on top. Did they? No, what happened here? Right, that's actually a sizable mechanoid force. So the other ones will come in, and then we see where they land, and then see if we can pitch vanilla against extended mechanoids. It looks like the extended mechanoids are going to land pretty much on top of the vanillas. So yeah, they're just going to go duke it out. Now, the extended mechanoids are way more powerful than vanilla mechanoids, but there is quite a few vanilla mechanoids there. Anyway, let's go in and take the ship out whilst they're all fighting off. The Inquisitor's taking some of them out, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame. And they got heavier support, so those siege breakers are messing up their firing line, which is cool, not a problem for us. And let's... Does this have a low shield? Yeah, it's got a low shield, so we're going to need to get in. Ah, cool, and we can shoot these ones. Fantastic. Let's get in here. And you guys into there. Take out that turret. Oh, that's unfortunate. Everything that could be dropped, we get 130 slate chunks. I dislike slate chunks. They're my least favourite stone block in the whole game. Worst stats across the board and do virtually nothing for you. Okay, let's go take out that shield. Even though we could use it against those mechanoids, I don't think it's going to be a big issue. Their turrets there are shooting against them, so whilst they're fighting each other, let's see what we can do to their ship. So I think we go through the support beam, hit that auto mortar, which will probably go critical, take out the reactor. No, it didn't. I like that. I like that a lot. They've only got 1 turret left, so we might as well go around, take that turret, and then take out the mechanoids. Oh no, it's 2 turrets. Really should learn to count. Anyone got a shot? Whenever you're ready. And then the next one. 4 advanced components there. Still 4 advanced components there. That's cool. Let's go shoot that. Move in. Kendra, how's your powers looking? Yeah? Powers looking good. Let's get down a bunch of annihilation fields here. Actually, let's... Wow, someone got a really good shot off there. That's a bunch of damage we took. Yeah, GNU, mate. You're a pretty beast, but don't run through the thing that's designed to kill people. Can we slot it? Anyone? Anyone got a shot on that? Come on. Take it out. Come on! Shoot it! Boosh. Okay, that didn't do nearly as much as I thought it was going to. I thought they were all going to die and they'd be like, wow! But yeah, that didn't happen. Cool. Annihilation field here. Another annihilation field. Let's get one in the back there as well, and another one down. You guys pull this way. That's pretty much the mech's done. We've got a couple turrets. Everyone on search and destroy. You guys do your own thing. Let's see what we got over here. 5 advanced components so far. That's cool. 5 mechanoid components. Carpenter's doing its own thing. 35 normal components. 80 steel. Plus steel 400. Yeah, man. That was super worth it. Then obviously everything that's over here. Onto that. Anyone that can shoot it, shoot that. Can you guys shoot any of this stuff? And let's finish this off. I'll call that a pretty successful raid. Jay finished off the N7 LMG, and it's excellent quality, so we are going to go give that to Patrick. And we got one excellent N7 helmet, so finally Daisy built something decent. Who needs one? Jay, you do. Equip that for us, mate. Black Hive is coming in, so we haven't really had time to clear that. We've done a fair bit of work. Looks like we're about to lose one hauler bot. Unfortunate. Base hasn't really changed much because it's literally the morning after. Gnu is the only one that's still hurting. He's back up to 97%. So what I think we do is we pull this way, wait until we get enough of them, and then we just blow up the ship. Its engine. Oh no, that's not going to work. I was thinking it was the reactor. Yeah, the ship's engine doesn't blow up very big, unfortunately. Along here, gun line. Let them run onto us and die. Hauler bots getting destroyed now on a big issue because we can get both of the advanced components back, as we have the Prothean bench. So when you use shred on that, you get so much more resources from it. So once these guys go down, we get the 2 advanced components, which for us works super well. And also this is just a lot of chem fuel that's going to be coming our way, which I'm not even mad about. Let's move back a little bit further just so they're not going to be hiding in that shield, which we still keep forgetting to take down. Move there. Little Megalouse, you ain't going to do nout, mate. You're going to die. Yeah, it's looking like a decent sized force. Let's move forward a bit. Ship's engine is going up. Looks like it got tagged. Didn't take anything down, unfortunately. Kendra. Those guys are annoying me. Go take them out. And now pull back. And how are these guys looking? Yeah, they're going down pretty quickly. They should be out of the picture fairly soon. Mammoth worms. They can be quite dangerous if you're in a kill zone, because they're somewhat difficult to take down even though they move slow. So they get up to you and then you've got nowhere to go. It can be a bit of an issue, but as soon as you're fighting out in the open, it doesn't matter because... Oh no, we're in close combat. Well then you pull back. Just outrun them and they're done. Not nearly as scary. Okay, move this way. You guys. Search and destroy. I'm pretty sure we've won this. Looks like Jay's on a roll today, so he just kicked out a excellent N7 heavy armor set, which is obviously a brilliant bit of kit. Who isn't rocking the greatest gear? So Kendra's only got good. Yeah, it looks like it's just going to be Kendra. Okay, Kendra, you get the suit of N7 heavy kit. What we're going to do is we're going to swap out the worst suits of armor, and then that's how we're going to go through. And actually, what is your helmet looking like as well? That's only good quality, so you might as well have a good N7 helmet instead. Mecha Victor wants to come back for a little bit more revenge, so they'll be coming in with a ship as well. But these ships drop so many advanced components that they are just super worth it. And our first missile launcher is online. Some resources missing. What do you need? And how far can you fire? You can shoot really far. Let's go drop that nuke there. What are you missing? You going to tell me? 45 plasteel. Okay, I can work with that. Demands the stacks of their members back. Yeah, that's cool. We want to get rid of those bad stacks anyway. Oh no. What has just happened here? Not too sure. Let's not worry about that. I thought it messed up our stacks and changed them, but it doesn't look like it. Okay, that takes... Jay, what's happened, bro? But you're in a really good mood. Okay, Jay's first mental break. Thankfully everyone's super quick, so... You know, this is a problem with having a flammable base. Is it can burn down. Daisy's on that, so is Toad. Let's just see how much Jay can actually get burnt down. I mean, I'm not going to say he's not trying, because he clearly is, but A1 is just on top of it. Okay, there they go. That's interesting. So they actually came onto our map tile to pick up the cortical stacks. So I'm not sure when we befriended them, because the only way we would have had those cortical stacks is if we fought them and we killed them. Now, all we're missing is one advanced component. And then the first nuke will fire. Barney! You've had a pretty rough ride. How do you feel about being the guy that nukes? Okay, you can't force load it. Let's just keep an eye on this, and when we're ready, let's go nuke some ferals, mate. But the mechanoids are coming in first, so let's go deal with these. EMI Dynamo. Not the end of the world, a little bit annoying. These Inferno launcher artilleries, though, they are something quite impressive, I believe is the word I'm looking for. Yeah, something quite impressive. Because they basically just fire 3 missiles, and then each one of those 3 missiles can start a fire. They're not very accurate, but they are super annoying. Siege Breakers are getting their rounds off super early. Oh well, not too fast. Something spoiled. Oh, I didn't get to read that because of the power going out. Was it some synthetics that we had? That could have been it. Or is it these? Do you know what? Let's carry on, we'll find out. And hope we don't have another power outage. Back to the battle though. Yeah, we seem to be doing alright. We're still fairly quick. These are still low level mechs. So when you're fighting low level mechs, there aren't as many of them and they're not as good. So once they start scaling, once they start getting a lot of ship presence, they become quite dangerous. Okay, let's go after the Inquisitors and take that one down if you would kindly. Cool. Nothing too much there. Let's push down this way. What I want to do is I actually want to get on top of that ship before the fight starts. Result is spoiled due to failure in item processor. Oh, okay. Yeah, it is the factory. Which means that we just lost the not the chem fuel, the plasteel it was producing. I'm sure we'll survive without like the 10 chem fuel, 10 plasteel it produces. That is cool. So there must have been like the stones and then the steels and stuff. Okay, we're down here. Kendra, let's get this. Oh no, he ain't got an angle on it. Move down a little bit further. There, those guys are slow, so they're going to get caught in it. When you're ready. Okay, and then here. And then here. And then here. Okay, cool. Done. Move across. Yeah, Toadman, you hold the line, dude. You're doing great. Everything onto that turret before it can fire. Good, 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 good. Go through there. And I think... yeah, I reckon we just shoot up the engine. That engine will explode, knocking that engine out. And then we come this way, we take this out with the other guys. You guys move back a little bit. That'll explode, triggering that. We won't get this one, unfortunately. Then we just hit the turrets. This is quite fortunate. So we've got a Wanderer join. And you any good? No. We need you to do something for us. We need you to open the Prothean beacon. Now the issue is if you open the Prothean beacon, sometimes it can send your colonists insane. So naturally you don't want to do that with someone that is worthwhile keeping. Now we're going to get rid of them anyway, so we might as well get them in. If they go crazy, you know, it's no skin off our back because we're getting rid of them. And if they don't go crazy, well, they've opened the beacon. So we just win. Win, win, win. And as for what happens, I'll just show you. You get... what? We got 5 tech-proof persona cores. That's actually mental. Last time I done it, I only got 3. And... you can drop that, you can drop your food, you can keep your shotgun and your rubbish tribal clothes. And are you going to take anything with you? Nope. And vanish. See you later, bro. So we've got 5 tech-proof persona cores, right? So we've got a little bit of work left on this. So there's no point wasting a persona core on that. But we do have the Prothean tech coming in after. Actually, I'll tell you what, let's just do it. Use tech-proof persona core. We got 5 of them. That's Prothean tech 2 done. And now we just use this one to get the second part of the research done. So now we've got tech-free Prothean technology. Oosh. Oosh. Let's see what we can do with this. So we can make the psychic stuff. Venometric power cells. That's really nice. Mech Resurrector serum. All of that stuff we know. Okay, and then we can build Architect eyes, arms, Prothean medicine, Neuroformer. That's cool. Psychic warhead. Let's see what you do. An Architect warhead from a long forgotten era. Upon detonation, it releases a strong psychic drone, sending all animals and humanoids in its reach into berserk rage. Can be fired from mortars. That's kind of awesome. But was expecting a little bit more from the old Archotech stuff. We only get eyes, arms and legs, which isn't amazing unless we're missing something somewhere, which, knowing me, we probably are. So let's go into Prothean. Right, okay, we've got a few more things here. Prothean Psychic Manipulator. A Prothean device capable of taming a random nearby animal or summon a wanderer to join you. No. Construction. This strange Prothean device increases the building speed of anyone nearby. Motivation beacon. This strange Prothean device increases work speed. Okay. Resource assembler. Produces medium amounts of each basic resource. The amount varies for each one. It requires no power or fuel. Now that is something quite interesting. Seeing as we've got like a whole workshop set. Now this is probably it. This is where we probably get all of the Prothean stuff. Produces one of each Architect body type every 10 days. It requires no power or fuel to function. So that might be quite useful. The Prothean Replicator, because that obviously produces a bunch of Prothean fragments, which is basically the bottleneck for everything we got. Then you also got the Prothean Nourisher. A Prothean device that seems to be an assistant in cooking. It also generates strange, yet tasty and nutritious food, quote, on regular intervals. That's not too bad. So a lot of these, so like the mining one just increases mining speed, Prothean combat abilities, health, increases healing speed, guardian, armor, knowledge, learning. Hermes beacon increases movement. Okay, I guess from the Greek god. Psychic manipulator we've already gone over. Social beacon will just be for talking. Fauna increases animal tame chance. Prothean temperature beacon increases temperature tolerance of anyone nearby. We've gone over meteor, summoner, Prothean light. What's so amazing with you? This Prothean device can light up a large area without requiring any fuel or electricity. Limb assembler though, that's interesting. Maybe we are missing something. Surely we should be able to get more limbs than just these. Not too sure, but we'll keep an eye out, see if anything shows up. But what we will get is a shield generation and then the shield upgrades. That we can bang into the heart of the base, so then the whole base will be covered by a shield, so any drop pods or anything will get destroyed on impact, and also means that it will be safe from mortars. As soon as that seems to be a bit of an issue with things trying to drop on our base, I reckon that would be a good thing to have. We're expanding the size of the hospital because we want to be able to store the bionic parts in here instead of having to like run backwards and forwards, because not that it takes ages, it's just not a particularly good setup. So they're just there on the floor, whereas I prefer them to be where they need to be. And how are we looking on this nuke? Still waiting on some more chem fuel, but with all those bugs being processed, that should end up happening quite quickly. And on this one, some resources. Okay, if we aim this one, can we hit any other of... Yes, we can get the Heart Manglers up here. And I think that might be their capital. That's where it's got the star, doesn't it? It's the faction capital. Yes, we are going to nuke their capital. Does that wipe them out? I guess there's only one way to find out. First nuke is ready to launch. So I guess we just press fire. Oh, that's cool. It's actually like animated. Hee 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 hee. Does this show on the world map? Yes, it does. Oh, nice, nice, nice. You shouldn't have kept dropping us. Honestly, if you hadn't kept dropping us, I wouldn't have been bothered. But you kind of forced our hand. And now, you have to die. But all being said, I'm not sure why it's flying sideways. That doesn't look like how a bomb's meant to work. Arab Shudland. Cool. Well, that is a very quick and easy way to take out of a base. If it wasn't so component heavy, I think we could use that to take out those ships. So maybe if we get in a situation where there's a whole bunch of frigates that we can't actually deal with, then we have this in our back pocket to be able to take them out. Somewhat expensive, but quite satisfying nonetheless. And the Themis freighter has been finished. We dug too deep. I literally told you to deconstruct that. This is kind of your problem. That's deconstructed. We've got some bugs. They're not going to do anything. There's going to be, what, like 5 of them? 5. Oh no, 9 bugs. What are we ever going to do? Shoot them in the face. But our guys are getting like so accurate now. Anything comes in, these battle rifles are just slotting them down. Like very rarely miss. And then you mix up like 50% armor penetration. Yeah, they're pretty good. I think we might look into getting the DMRs. Actually, this all being said... Okay, Patrick really does not want to drop that shotgun. Okay. Patrick, you're over here. And you're going to equip this, okay? Just so we know that you have it. Then... yeah, bugs are done. A little bit anticlimactic right there. Quest hosting a knight. Okay, a knight from the Fallen Empire is fleeing a troubling political situation and wants to hide out in Thean Fun for 5 days. You must keep his mood above 40%. I am not looking after some pretentious aristocrat. Yeah, no, he can go and die for all I care. Firing the second rocket at the capital. There's just something very satisfying about just nuking people from a distance. And in she goes. I'll be interested to see if they get wiped out. Do we get a notification? No, it looks like they're still going. But just without their capital, unless their capital changes location. Alright, and we got the Themis freighter and we done the nukes. So I think we managed to achieve pretty much everything I said that we were going to do in this episode, other than set up that little base to nuke other people. How is that armor? That's excellent armor as well. Amazing. Right, anyway, that looks like a good place to round off the episode, so thank you very much for watching. I've been Konzi, and I look forward to catching you on the next one.